Good morning, my brothers and sisters. I once again have come before you all with issues of minds, issues of the peoples that are out there hurting from losing their loved ones for no reason at all. It seems if though those that's behind the triggers of these guns that's being fired is killing our children, our parents, sons and daughters, but nothing because of what they have going on with someone else that really ain't about nothing when it could be an understanding made. And if it get to the point where no understanding can be made, then if it must be a fight, then fight like gentlemen, fight like men, go head up. But let's stop assassinating our own race, our own peoples. I don't get it when all of us claim to be something, but we out there killing our own brothers and sisters, family members, and we act like it's okay when one of ours do it, and it's not okay. But anyway, I have written something down that I hope that I can reach you all consciousness level, that maybe it will give some understanding, or if anything else, bring y'all to some thoughts and some deep concerns. You all, every time something happens to a loved one, is crying, saying that we wish this would stop and all. That ain't going to help it to stop. We need to come together seriously and show those that's doing it that we are really tired. A lot of us know where this nonsense is coming from, but we act like we scared to challenge it. We have to challenge this nonsense. It have to stop. This that's going on is man-made. Our conditions that we are living under is what's bringing these problems to or into our homes and to our communities. Some of us think we better than the next, when none of us is better than anyone. I don't care what kind of jobs you got. I don't care where you live. Look around. It's coming to your neighborhoods too. As we go through these changes and turnarounds that the government is putting us through, with housing, with jobs, the taking away of activities that we have that could give assistance to our children while we at work. They closing all of that down. And with the closing down of or the going up on property taxes and everything else, is forcing us to move out. And It's just like we still living in the projects, because whatever neighborhood we move in, it's the same peoples going to them communities. And in them communities is no programs for them to better themselves or for the working class to put them in while they at work or what have we. Our children can't go to school because we have a serious problem in the schools with different fractions of gang members. And the schools act like they don't know how to combat that. Same way with the streets. Money has been issued throughout the police system and other groups that's supposed to be help fighting against this senseless violence and killing. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure that in the programs that the police have and other organizations, programs is mentioned, creating jobs is mentioned, mental health procedures is mentioned, drug addiction programs is mentioned, but the money ain't going there. The money ain't creating nothing to assist the public with any help concerning these troubled times and ailments that our children and parents are going through. We have people coming from the wars that all while they there, they had to do opium to stay focused, to not remember what's going on with some of the horrible killing that they had to do over there to human beings. And then we have those here that never been to the wars, but seeing their parents, their friends, or who have we, shot up, killed, cut up right before their eyes, that's trauma. And we don't have nothing to assist them in bettering themselves and getting over these things. I have some things that I have written down that I just wanted to get out along with the conversation that I'm speaking on. Because it should matter to us all. I know people saying, oh, that's Don Dirk. Man, he's still gangbanging. He a disciple. Yeah, but I don't gangbang. I'm going to try to explain myself best I can while I read from some of the things that I've written down as notes that I think we all should concern ourselves with, whether you Muslims, Moors, Catholics, Christian Science, what have we, Sunnis. Everybody got their own beliefs. But when we look around, we all only have one God. And he's a jealous God. And my God say, put no one before him. And I don't. I don't put man, myself, or nobody else before my high power. So whoever we all have as our high power, keep in mind, for a fact, it's only one God. And that's the God I serve. Give him many names. Call him who y'all may. But at the end of the day, we talking about the same God. However, my brothers and sisters, I know that a lot of peoples, young and old, don't understand why I am still a disciple in the age that I am. So many of you all look at me as being in a gang or still gang banging, when such is not the case with me. And those that have a cause and belief that I have as a parent and member of a belief, a cause, I need you to know that I love my race and I want better for our peoples. I very much want so much for us to stop killing our own color of peoples that we are. What I want and what you all say that you all want, we have to come together and make happen. We have to fight this fight together. One mind, body, and soul. In unity we stand. And I say to you all, people's power. Ain't no politicians gonna help us. They don't know how. I went to a town hall meeting yesterday with our new elected mayor, Lightfoot, and it was scripted. Yes, the young too have a voice, but they don't have the years to understand this psycho circle that keep us living like we live and not getting ahead. This killing won't stop unless we come together and do something about it. These politicians have what they want, a job. Some are making 100 and some thousand a year, some making more. And they got rhetoric to continually to tell us with no benefits, with no cures to our problem that we are having when it's easy. Last week, I had the opportunity to be invited to CAN TV with my brother, who are a friend of mine, seriously and deeply, named Tyrone Muhammad. And I feel his struggle. And I feel how he feels about the peoples and what's going on with our peoples. But I mentioned on there how our food comes from everybody but black peoples. And we wondering what's going on with our health, with this cancer and these new diseases that's coming about. This is the same shit that Jomo Kenyatta was telling the African kings years ago when these peoples, this government, invaded their land. And then they started getting sick. things start being shot into them. They start being used as objects to find out, do this kill work or do that kill. They pump things in us without or during the course of our lack of knowledge to the fact of what was really happening to us. And I find us in that same situation today. I was looking at a video my nephew Lou had recorded before he ended up, you did have to putting his hands on this Arab. This man just got through mopping the floor. Took that same mop and started wiping off the tables and the counters in the same restaurants we go to eat. And you think we eating on clean stuff? You think these diseases and sicknesses we getting ain't man-made? These people don't care about us. But we always in their face laughing. And you know what they do? The first thing they do is get our women's, get them jobs, and wants to fill on them, freak on them. Now some of them calling our women bitches, hoes. You dig? Our women's is putting their men's down. But we got peoples out here that seriously care about one another and our lives. So this brother put himself in harm's way, just as Tyrone Muhammad put himself in harm's way when he tossed them bricks through the window. But he didn't toss them bricks through the window to do bodily harm to no human being. He did it with caution. Just like Lou. He didn't mess with nobody else, but he showed that man who ass he was whooping that he can't do our peoples like that. And if ain't nobody else gonna stand up for what's going on behind closed doors for the people, or even if they seen it, now he's in trouble about the peoples. We have to get behind our peoples, and we have to start caring for these brothers and sisters that's putting themselves on the line for our betterment. You all need to come on and come on out and assist them. Everybody needs to stop trying to grab these 501c3s for their betterment. Man, get them, it's good. But let's start doing it for the people's interest, with the people's, because of the people's, for the people's. Let's do that. Instead of trying to make it a self thing. Because if you think you finna get a lot of money, if you think you finna come up, the fool you are. Do you know how many peoples that got these 501c3s? The government ain't trying to fund all of us because we saying this is what we about. Come on. We got to come together on a righteous cause. My brothers and sisters, I have a God, and I believe in my God, and He's first in my life. He sits at the head of my table. But because I am a disciple, don't mean that I am straddling the fence. I am like everyone else that have a belief or and something that they believe in. Everyone confess God, and I see none is better than the next, nor perfect. So let's stop judging and focus on how we can stop this black on black killing of our peoples in general. Nevertheless, if this teacher strike happened and 360,000 teachers go on strike, that means our children is back on the streets. We need our communities YMCA's back. Our boys and girls clubs back. Where's all this money going that's supposed to be given up to help with programs, trades, mental health projects, drug programs? My brothers and sisters, let's fight for something if we gonna fight. My brothers, some of you all plot brothers like me and brothers like me and others' demise that's really trying to do something. And those of you that's doing it is for you all self-gain. For years during our history, we have assassinated our own leaders of colors for selfish gain. And all we have done and that have happened is we just help to set our race back. While everybody else is helping theirs, giving to theirs, seeing theirs through. Look at it. Look at the Mexicans. They all in our neighborhoods now, next door to us, and got their flag up. Check it out. They flying their flags. You see. But what flag we flying? The American flag? I'm sure y'all remember that controversial about the national anthem and how it was really wrote. And then they took things out. But it was wrote about keeping us down, keeping us enslaved. And then Trump gets on the news the other day and sit here talking about he's not going to take the guns away or go against it when the American peoples, the ones that's saying make America great again, he's not taking their weapons. You know, if you had to listen to that statement, you'd have seen exactly what he's talking about. The man is truly a racist. You see, ain't nothing coming to us, but we got all these token niggas want to get in the man's face, grin and laugh, just to say they talk to Trump. You know, people's got a habit of always getting around known peoples and utilizing that picture that we all see for that moment to uplift them before other eyes, when such ain't the case. When you meaningless to that person, you don't mean nothing. But we have that going on. But nevertheless, I just want to try to open many people's eyes as I can. We need to quit putting each other down. If somebody's saying something right, give him credit for what he's saying. All that disrespect to one another and hating on somebody, you know, because he's speaking the truth or something like that, quit it. Some of you brothers out there, we know who you is or are, that every time we set out to do good, y'all want to blocking us in bad ways. Y'all want us to look bad in other people's sights. And y'all want to talk about what y'all going to do to us. But I tell you now, you ain't undercover. You ain't hiding. We know who you is. And others know. So don't think that it's going to be some and it ain't gonna come back on you. Trust me, you are not hiding. We know who y'all is, your circle. We know exactly what y'all doing. And every time we ask that you brothers join hands, y'all don't, because y'all want to keep running to these politicians, gypping them out of money for y'all own BS, because y'all ain't trying to help the people. Y'all ain't trying to build the communities. Y'all ain't trying to do nothing but ride slick. And for all these peoples that's looking at y'all riding slick or wearing all this bull jive, you see, and they want to be like y'all, is what got them coming at y'all. Because they want what you got. Take some of that stuff and utilize it for the peoples. It's good to have some things. I ain't saying you can't shine, but it's a way to shine and bling. Anyway, I promise you, I see no threats, no harm, any of that. But I wish that we could get on the same level, the same page, and let's do something for our race instead of continually letting this black-on-black crime happen. We have so many groups out there now that's supposed to be help stopping the violence in all these communities, and we have people that supposed to be funding these projects. And those of y'all that are going to see these certain people that funding these projects, sneaking in there for your own benefits, for your own selfishness, and ain't doing shit out in these communities to stop nothing. Help y'all talking about y'all connected and quit it. Quit playing. I tell you that this shit has its way of turning around on peoples that misuses the people's trust and belief and the funds that you getting to stop this unnecessary killing of our sons and daughters, our parents, our children. Seriously. I know the cost of living is high, but we can come together and go at these slum landlords. The same people that's feeding us, Arabs, Indians, Chinamans, and then here it is, you sisters running around here that know how to do eyelashes, that know how to do hair, that know how to do nails and toes. Come on. We can open up little joints of our own and we assist one another. Y'all act like y'all scared to go to your own so your own can come up and make money to start helping the community. But y'all keep taking the money to these damn Arabs, Chinamen, Indians, and shit, and the money ain't coming back to our community. But when y'all ass hungry, who feeding y'all? Welfare ain't gonna keep doing it. General assistance ain't gonna keep doing it. They plotting on y'all ass as I speak. Shit is finna get hard for y'all to receive. them fundings, them link cards. I'm trying to tell y'all to wake up. They have plans for our demise, not our progress. And those that's black, color, whatever you want to call yourself, you dig, that's helping them destroy your own race because of your selfishness. It's going to fall back on you. Roots was no joke when they showed that to us. We need to get it together. We need to get it together. I love you all. Peace. Praise to my brother, man. Love to all my brothers, you dig, that's believe in the LSD thing. We can't let it die. We must uphold it. To my Moore Science Temple of America brothers, peace and love. To my Moores brothers, peace and love. To my Stone brothers, my Lloyd brothers, my Fold brothers, whoever else we have. Love. They say the closest place we can meet God is in our heart. That's why I say these things I say to y'all now. If God is in you, then we know by your heart. If I fail to say anything other than facts, then I will say them the next time we meet. Again, I have made mistakes as a human being, as a leader. I have did things that I regret. But coming up, not having the knowledge and the understanding, just like so many other young peoples coming up, you're going to make mistakes, and we're going to do things that in our life, as we get older, we're going to regret. It's going to hurt us. But I tell you, if you don't know